Welcome to the longest running quiz show in the area. Categories. High school students compete to answer questions on topics from art to science, history to current events. And now, here's your categories host, John Bartell.
Hi, welcome to Categories. Today we're going to find out which West is best as we bring you the Blue Valley West Jaguars versus the Shawnee Mission West Vikings. Let's go ahead and meet our competitors. First from Blue Valley West.
Hello, I'm Whit Womack and I'm a senior.
I'm Walker Womack and I'm also a senior.
I'm Peter Bushman and I'm a senior.
I'm Sham Narayanan and I'm a freshman.
I'm Avery Haskell and I'm a senior.
And our competitors from Shawnee Mission West.
I'm Jose Vasquez and I'm a senior.
I'm Ryan Fajardo and I'm a junior.
I'm Cole Carson and I'm a junior.
I'm a senior.
I'm Hannah Wilhelm, I'm a sophomore.
I'm Julia Marquez and I'm a junior.
Fantastic. Here on Categories in the first round, there will be a question asked of one team. If they respond correctly, they earn a point. If they respond incorrectly, the other team will get a chance to steal that category. We did a coin toss right before we started taping, and it was won by Shawnee Mission West. So West, here is the first category. It's geography, Canadian geography. Canada is the topic of this question. What province ranks first in area? Cole?
Northwest Territory.
Cannot accept that. Sorry. Jaguars, chance to steal this geography question regarding Canada. What province ranks first in area? Walker?
Quebec.
Quebec is correct. Jaguars, you have the next category, and it is current events. Name the talk show host who broadcast his final episode last week. Whit?
Regis Philbin.
Regis Philbin is correct. Shawnee Mission West, U.S. geography is the next category. Landmarks specifically. What Philadelphia building is topped by a statue of William Penn? Jose?
Independence Hall.
That is incorrect. Blue Valley West, chance to steal this landmarks category. What Philadelphia building is topped by a statue of William Penn? Walker.
The state capitol.
It is not the state capitol. It is City Hall. City Hall is the answer on that one. Jaguars, you do get the next category, world history. High Chinese officials of the Qing dynasty came to be called what? Peter.
Magistrates.
Magistrates is incorrect. Shawnee Mission West, chance to steal this world history category. High Chinese officials of the Qing dynasty came to be called what? Ryan.
Eunuchs.
That is incorrect. Mandarins. Mandarins is what we were looking for. Vikings, you do get the next category, and it is general knowledge. What letter does a single raised dot represent in Braille? Cole.
A.
A is correct. Jaguars, next category for you is U.S. geography, cities. What West Coast city has the largest natural harbor in the United States? Peter.
San Francisco.
San Francisco. Vikings, history, specifically French history. After Napoleon was ousted the first time, who became King of France? Cole.
Louis XV.
Louis XV is incorrect. Blue Valley West, chance to steal this French history category. After Napoleon was ousted the first time, who became King of France? Walker.
Louis the 17th.
We're actually looking for Louis the 18th. Louis the 18th. Jaguars, you do get the next category, and it is fine arts music. The medieval French composer Adam de la Halle wrote one of his earliest known examples of a ballad opera about what romantic pair from Sherwood Forest? Walker.
Robin and Marion.
Robin and Marion is correct. Vikings, vocabulary is your category. It's a fairly long question. This school of philosophy holds that wisdom lies in being superior to emotions such as passion, joy, and grief, and an unperturbed submission to the divine will. Am I defining existentialism, Epicureanism, Stoicism, or hedonism? Hannah.
Stoicism.
Stoicism is correct. Jaguars, sports is your category. What word is uttered in fencing to acknowledge a hit? Whit?
Touche or touche?
Touche is correct. Vikings, U.S. history. What ship first carried the U.S. flag around the world from September 30th, 1787 to August 10th, 1790? Here's a hint. The ship had the same name as one of America's space shuttles. Cole.
The Endeavor.
Endeavor is incorrect. Jaguars, U.S. history is the category, your chance to steal. What ship first carried the U.S. flag around the world from September 30th, 1787 to August 10th, 1790? Whit.
The Columbia?
Columbia is correct. Blue Valley West, general knowledge is your category. Grapes come in bunches. What do dates come in? Sean?
Groups.
Groups is incorrect. Vikings, chance to steal this general knowledge category. Grapes come in bunches. What do dates come in? Jose?
Couples.
Couples is incorrect. We're looking for clusters. Clusters. Vikings, media TV is your category. A popular television series of the 1950s had kids all over America donning black capes and masks and adorning the sides of building with a single letter Z. Ryan.
Zorro?
Zorro is correct. Blue Valley West, science, physics is your category. All Newtonian collisions exhibit conservation of momentum. What is also conserved in an elastic collision? Walker?
Energy.
Energy, specifically kinetic energy, but all I was looking for is energy. Vikings, U.S. government is your category. How many articles are there in the U.S. Constitution? Time on that. Blue Valley West, chance to steal this U.S. government category. How many articles are there in the U.S. Constitution? Walker.
5.
There are 7. 7. World geography is the next category for you, Jaguars. The Isle of Wight is found in what body of water? Whit.
The English Channel.
English Channel. Very good. Shawnee Mission West, math is your category. Given tangent theta equals -1 and sine theta is less than 0, what is the cotangent theta? Ryan?
Undefined?
Undefined is incorrect. Jaguars, chance to steal this math category. Given tangent theta, Sean?
-1.
-1 is correct. Jaguars, you do get the next category. It's literature, authors. In addition to many other works, this American revolutionary diplomat and statesman in 1773 wrote essays entitled Rules by Which a Great Empire May Be Reduced to a Small One, and an edict by the King of Prussia about the colony's problems with Great Britain. Can you name him? Walker?
Alexander Hamilton.
It is not Hamilton. Vikings, chance to steal this authors category. In addition to many other works, this American revolutionary diplomat and statesman in 1773 wrote essays entitled Rules by Which a Great Empire May Be Reduced to a Small One, and an edict by the King of Prussia about the colony's problems with Great Britain. Can you name him? Cole?
Thomas Jefferson.
It's not Thomas Jefferson, it's Benjamin Franklin. Benjamin Franklin. Vikings, you do get the next category. It is science, astronomy. Identify the planet from the following length of year measured in Earth days. 88 days. I believe Vikings, that's your. Cole?
Mercury.
Mercury is correct. Jaguars, now it's your guys' chance. Language, expressions is your category. At one time in England, most gentlemen wore wigs. From time to time, a joking friend might pull it down over his face. This led to the coining of an expression that today means to deceive. What is it?
Is it to pull the wool over?
Pull the wool over or pull the wool over your eyes. That is correct, Avery. Vikings, next category for you is sports. 11 men are on a football team and 11 men are on a soccer team. How many on a cricket team? Jose?
2.
It is more than 2. Jaguars, you have the sports category, chance to steal. 11 men on a football team and 11 men on a soccer team. How many on a cricket team? Whit?
9.
9 is correct. Jaguars, you do have the next category is U.S. military history, or excuse me, just U.S. military. A brigadier general in the United States Army has how many stars? Whit?
3.
It's not 3. Vikings, U.S. military is the category, your chance to steal. A brigadier general in the United States Army has how many stars? Cole?
2.
The answer is 1. The answer is 1. Vikings, next category for you is general knowledge. People in an age group influence other members of the group. What is this influence called? Ryan?
Peer pressure.
Peer pressure. Blue Valley West, U.S. geography, cities. What city boasts the largest Cuban community in the United States? Avery?
Miami.
Miami. That is correct. Shawnee Mission West, science, nutrition is your category. Of chicken, beef, and pork, which is highest in percentage of protein? Cole?
Beef.
It is not beef. Jaguars, chance to steal this science nutrition category. Of chicken, beef, and pork, which is the highest in percentage of protein? Sean?
Pork.
It's chicken. Music, vocabulary for you, Jaguars. A song which tells a story is called a what? Sean?
Opera.
It is not opera. Vikings, chance to steal this music vocabulary question. A song which always tells a story is called what? Julia?
A ballad.
A ballad is correct. Vikings, you get the next category. It's presidential history. His visits to China and Russia were historic moments in American diplomacy. The Vietnam War ended during his presidency. Name him. Ryan?
Richard Nixon.
Richard Nixon. Jaguars, sports history is your category. What Major League Baseball team did Jackie Robinson play for? Avery?
The Dodgers.
The Dodgers is correct. Shawnee Mission West, vocabulary is your category. Is erratic behavior more nearly inhibited, careless, or inconsistent? Julia?
Inconsistent.
Inconsistent. And with that, Siren, that does signify the end of our first half. And we have a score here of Blue Valley West 13 and Shawnee Mission West making a comeback here with a score of 8. At this time in our program, we go to a member of each team, and they will give us a campus update of what is happening in and around their high school and community. And from Blue Valley West, we have Whit. Whit, what is happening with the Jaguars?
Well, we just got our casting done for the winter musical, which is Into the Woods. We're kind of in a transition between the sports from spring to winter, or summer to winter, or fall to winter. But it's kind of, we got the cross-country team, I think, got 3rd at the state. And then the history club just went on a field trip to World War I Museum, and Acadeca is getting started up for the competition. So a lot going on.
A lot going on, not just athletics, but academics and everything's going on. And Peter, are you a member of the history club, I'm assuming?
I was. They are currently the presidents, though. Or president.
Nice. Well done.
Co-presidents? I don't know.
All right, Vikings, I believe, Ryan, you are giving us the campus update for what is happening at Shawnee Mission West.
Yes. About 2 weeks ago, our cross-country team went up to South Dakota, And our star runner, Ali Cash, got 5th place, I think, out of the Nike Regionals, which is about 6 or 7 states in the Midwest. And so now she's going off to Portland, Oregon to compete in nationals. And I think 2 weeks ago we had our debate team hosted their debate tournament at Shawnee Mission West, and we had a lot of teams come, and it was a great success. And then we also are transitioning between our fall and winter sports. So there's a lot of this starting up. So they planned out their first game at basketball has to plan their first game December 2nd. And then we have to start rehearsals for our musical, Thoroughly Modern Millie. So we got a lot going on.
Outstanding. I was a little nervous when you said your cross-country team traveled to South Dakota. I was thinking maybe they ran the whole way.
Oh, no.
But obviously they didn't, because she would have been pretty tired by the time they got there. All right, as we head into our second round, it is the lightning round, in which a question is placed on the floor for either team to answer. If a team does respond incorrectly, the other team will get a chance to steal. This reminder to both teams that make sure that we call on your name before you start answering, because we don't want to give away answers to the other team. All right, here we go. For both teams, literature is the category. What verse play did T.S. Eliot write in 1935 in order to be performed at the Canterbury Festival of that year? Walker.
Murder in the Cathedral.
Murder in the Cathedral is correct. World geography for both teams. What post-World War II Summer Olympic city is on the Tiber River? Cole.
Rome.
Rome is correct. Another geography question for both teams. Terminology. Passageways are called gaps in the Appalachian Mountains. What are similar ways through the mountains called in the Rocky Mountains? Wit.
Pass.
Pass or passes. General knowledge for both teams. Name the religiously affiliated university found in 1963 in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Cole?
Orville Roberts.
Oral Roberts is correct. European history for both teams. These Nazi concentration camps were all located in what country? Cole?
Poland.
That is incorrect. Jaguars, European history is your category. These Nazi concentration camps were all located in what country? Flossenburg, Belsen, Buchenwald, and Dachau. Peter.
Austria.
They're all located in Germany.
Oh.
In Germany. Both teams, fine arts, music is the category. Of the 4 major classes of instruments, which sits directly in front of a conductor in an orchestra? Cole.
String.
Strings is incorrect. Jaguars, chance to steal this fine arts music category. Of the 4 major classes of instruments, which sits directly in front of it? Wit.
The winds.
The winds is correct, especially flutes and piccolos. Science is the next category for both teams. What common food can be decomposed into a poisonous metal and a poisonous gas? Sean?
Salt.
Salt is correct. Movies for both teams. What movie doesn't show leading man Claude Rains' face until the closing seconds? Jose.
Phantom of the Opera.
It is not Phantom of the Opera. Blue Valley West, chance to steal this category, which is movies. What movie doesn't show leading man Claude Rains' face until the closing seconds? Avery?
Scarface?
It is not Scarface, it's The Invisible Man. The Invisible Man. U.S. government's the next category for both teams. What's the general rule that determines who shall be chairman of a standing committee of the United States Senate? Avery.
Seniority?
Seniority. Science for both teams. What terrestrial mollusk, lacking an external shell, has the same name as a round bullet? Ryan.
A slug.
Slug. Next category for both teams is sports, football. Name the only team in NFL history to score more than 500 points in each of 3 consecutive years. Cole?
Chicago Bears.
It is not the Chicago Bears. Jaguars, chance to steal this football sports category. Name the only team in NFL history to score more than 500 points in each of 3 consecutive years.
Patriots?
Oh.
Oh, sorry.
Avery, it is not the Patriots, it's the St. Louis Rams. St. Louis Rams. Greatest show on turf, I believe they called themselves. Ancient history is the next category for both teams. What fleet beasts of burden was tamed by about 2000 BC by nomadic dwellers in the steppes of Central Asia? Wit.
The horse.
The horse is correct. Geography for both teams. 5 U.S. states contain no point more than 300 meters above sea level. Name any 3 of these 5 lowest lying states. Hannah?
Louisiana. And then Florida and Alabama.
Cannot accept that, sorry. Jaguars, you have the chance to steal this geography category. 5 U.S. states contain no point more than 300 meters above sea level. Name any 3 of these 5 lowest lying states. Shawn.
Louisiana, Florida, and Mississippi.
Mississippi, that would be the 3rd one. The other 2 would be Rhode Island and Delaware. Rhode Island and Delaware. Next category for both teams is a math category. What is the domain of this equation? F of x equals the absolute value of x. Shawn.
Negative infinity, infinity.
That is correct, or all real numbers. Literature for both teams. What Norman Mailer novel follows a typical squad of soldiers into combat in the Pacific during the Second World War? Walker?
Flags of Our Fathers.
That is incorrect. Vikings, chance to steal this literature category. What Norman Mailer novel follows a typical squad of soldiers into combat in the Pacific during the Second World War? Time on that. We're looking for The Naked and the Dead. This time we do have a score of Blue Valley West 21, Shawnee Mission West 11. U.S. government is the next category, and it is multiple choice. The U.S. Attorney General has all of these duties except which one of these? Running the Department of Justice, advising the President in legal matters, nominating Supreme Court justices, or overseeing Peter.
Nominating Supreme Court justices.
Nominating Supreme Court justice is the one we're looking for. Science, diseases is the next category. What do the diseases encephalitis, yellow fever, and malaria have in common? Ryan.
They're all spread by mosquitoes.
All spread by mosquitoes. It's a direct quote from the card. Nice job. Media, TV is a next question for both teams, and it's a fairly long quote, so please listen. Finish the opening from this famous TV series, and here is the opening. There is a 5th dimension beyond what is known to man. It is a dimension as vast as space and as timeless as infinity. It is the middle ground between light and shadow, between science and superstition, and lies between the pits of man's fears and the summit of his knowledge. This is the dimension of imagination. This is an area we call the... Peter?
The Twilight Zone.
The Twilight Zone. Very good. Did you know that earlier in the... You could ring in if you know it. Save me from a lot of reading. All right, current events is the next category for both teams. Congressional aides said Sunday that the so-called super committee charged with making budget cuts was set to announce that it had failed its task. What was the amount that the committee... Avery.
$1.2 trillion.
1.2 trillion is exactly right. Now, that was a multiple choice question, and he didn't even have to give you the choices. Nice job. Military history is the next category for both teams. It's all right, we'll clear it off. We're all right. Military history is the next category for both teams. What 3-word phrase was uttered by Douglas MacArthur upon landing on... Ryan?
I shall return.
That is incorrect. Jaguars, chance to steal this military history question. What 3-word phrase was uttered by Douglas MacArthur upon landing at Leyte Island on October 20th, 1944? Peter?
I have returned.
I have returned is what we're looking for. Sorry about that one, right? All right, general knowledge for both teams. Which corporation owns both CBS and MTV? Avery?
Viacom.
Viacom is correct. Geography, landforms is the next question. What are long, narrow depressions in the ocean floor called? Ryan?
Trench.
Trench or trenches is correct. Science, space for both teams. All right, you guys got to watch out for those buzzers, please. Much of the expertise went into America's first attempts to orbit a satellite was derived from immigrants from what foreign country? Ryan?
Germany.
Germany is correct. Spelling for both teams, it means all-knowing. Spell omniscient. Peter?
O-M-N-I-S-C-I-E-N-T. Omniscient.
Very good. Literature for both teams. This Mississippian, known for her love of the South, won a Pulitzer Prize for her optimist daughter. Name her. Julia?
Eudora Whitley. Eudora Whitley.
Eudora Whitley, we will accept that. General knowledge for both teams. What 4 months have 30 days? Shawn?
April, June, November, and September.
Those are the 4. Math, geometry, please give your answer in terms of pi. You have a circle with a radius 14. Inside this circle are 2 smaller circles with the radius 6 and 8. The smaller circles are externally tangent to each other, and both are internally tangent to the largest circle. The centers of all 3 circles are collinear. What is the area enclosed by the larger circle, not enclosed by the smaller circles? Shawn?
96 pi.
96 pi. I don't think you even used the whole 5 seconds on that one. Nice job. Fine arts, ballet is the next question for both teams. What ballet star said, "No one should be called a defector. I like to be called a cultural exchange"? Julia?
Baryshnikov.
Baryshnikov, exactly right. Film, actresses. Many great movies bear the heroine's name in the title. Match the actresses who played these 3 memorable characters. I'm going to give you the characters, and then I'll give you the actresses. Annie Hall, Mary Poppins, and Bonnie Parker.
Diane Keaton, Julie Andrews, and Faye Dunaway.
That's outstanding. Can't give out 3 points, but that was pretty good. Oh, we are at the end of that siren does designate the end of our game with a very impressive showing at the end there, Julian. Nice job. But that does, Shawnee Mission West does fall short today as a final score of Blue Valley West 29, Shawnee Mission West 17. Please join us again here on Categories as we bring you the best and brightest minds of high school students all throughout Johnson County.